Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats, all things photography. So today I'm going to talk about storytelling with photographs. And photographs that have a little surprise are welcome in a world where we have a lot of expected photographs from things. So like this photograph is a surprise because it's missing. And you didn't expect me to pick up an empty frame. But this was part of my Wise photo project, and this is one of the frames that I have for somebody else. But the photo that I intended to use for today's talk, the family picked up yesterday. And I didn't have time to hold it up in time to get it into this video, so I'm showing you another frame. But it doesn't completely work against me because the subject of this Wise photo project photo is the in-between, the little surprise moment. See, a lot of people pose for me and they give me the expected pose. There were many celebrity photographers who would photograph when the subject thought that they weren't ready to photograph. And they would just be talking to them and they tell their assistant, shoot those shots when they don't think they're on, because then they're not on yet. And when I photograph people, I often photograph them and they're expecting to look a certain way. And if I can catch them in a laugh, if I catch them in between those moments they had intended to be seen as, then you get a little life, you get a little spark in what that photograph does. And those are the photographs I print. And because it's the Wise Photo Project and it's my project that I initiated it, it's my choice to choose what photograph is made part of that and gifted to the recipient. And it's an in-between. A lot of people, I think, photograph people and they expect to photograph them, and as soon as they look away, as soon as the subject glances away or fixes their hair or does something, they don't photograph. They wait till they go back to the position of expected. But it's that in-between that has the little bit of fun. It's that in-between that shows them as they really are. And it's our job to photograph both the expected, but then to find that little magic moment. Find that one that's a little special. So the photograph of this man, he's a 97-year-old man. The portrait that I printed, which I can't show you, but I can show you in a link down below. That photograph is extremely special, and the family found it extremely warm. They said that he tends to be a person who's pretty stoic, and I caught him in a bit of laughter and a bit of warmth that they don't often see in pictures. And I say, well, that's just shooting the in-between. That's what I do. I look for, a lot of times, editors, photo editors as myself, so I'm working through photos, I'm going through looking. What I'm looking for is, these all look fine, these all look fine. I'm looking for one that jumps out as more than fine. The expected is fine. The expected is they're all sharp, they all have their eyes open. They're all pretty good expressions. I don't want pretty good, I want one that jumps out and has a little different, something a little special. Because you start to see all of these, they're all the same, and one will stay a little bit higher than the others. And those are the ones that I'm looking at. I'm looking for that one little special something, because anybody can get the ordinary. Everybody can get, but that one that goes a little further, off in the in-between, that's where the magic portrait is. All right, take a look at the link below. I'll put a photo of that Wise photo 97-year-old. And that's today's photography talk. Hey, if you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. Thanks to all my supporters. I'll be back next time. We'll talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.